Yes, good morning, children. This is Venugopal sir for Little Hearts Publications with Social Studies Book 3, Lesson 4, India, States and Union Territories. We all know, children, the name of our country is India. Every day in the pledge you read, India is my country. All Indians are my brothers and sisters. Like that, India is our country. In fact, India is the seventh largest country in the world when you take into account area. The area of India or the area our country India occupies in the world is, according to that, it is seventh largest country. When it comes to population, means number of people, India is the second most populous country after China. The most populous country in the world is China with 150 crores of people, followed by India with 130 crore people now. India's present estimated population is 130 crores. So India is the second most populous country and seventh largest country in the world, area-wise. When you take into account the area of the country, or extension of the country, it extends from Kashmir in the north to Kanyakumari in the south. It extends from Kashmir in the north to Kanyakumari in the south. Its extension is 3,200 kilometers. The distance between Kashmir, Jammu and Kashmir in the north and Kanyakumari in the south. In the same way, left side from Gujarat to the west, western part of a map is always, left side of map is always west, the top side of a map is north, bottom side of a map is south, and right side of a map is always east. So from Gujarat in the west to Arunachal Pradesh in the east, the distance or area that India occupies is 2,900 kilometers in distance. This is the total area of our country. I repeat, India is the seventh largest country area-wise. Second most populous country means second largest country in terms of population with 130 crores at present. Its extension is from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. Kashmir in the north to Kanyakumari in the south, it is 3,200 kilometers. And from Gujarat in the west to Arunachal Pradesh in the east, it is 2,900 kilometers. And we all know that India is a democratic country. What do you mean by a democratic country, children? Do you know the meaning of democracy? Democracy is a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Means, in a democracy, people means we ourselves elect our governments, our representatives, and those representatives are called legislators or members of parliament. They only rule our country or the states. So the title of the lesson is India, States and Union Territories. How many states are there in India and how many union territories are there? Why there are different governments at the central level and at the state levels? Why there are union territories? What is the national capital territory? All these things we are going to discuss in this lesson. As I told you, India is a democratic country, means we the people elect our representatives to rule the country. The people we elect to rule our country, they are called members of parliament. These representatives form a government to rule the country. That government is called the central government or union government. Okay, children, very important points we have to remember here. The representatives that we elect form a government at the country level, which is called central government, or union government. For the entire country, There is one single government. And the head of the central government is the president. President of India is the head of central or union government. A council of ministers headed by the Prime Minister advises the President of India in running the country's administration, in ruling the country, or in governing the country. A council of ministers headed by the Prime Minister. Children, who is the Prime Minister of India now? Can you tell me? Who is the Prime Minister of India? Yes, Narendra Modi. Who is the President of India now? Ram Nath Kovind. Right. Good. President is the head of the government, and the President acts on the advice of Council of Ministers at the center headed by the Prime Minister. And on the advice of the Prime Minister and his Council of Ministers, the President runs the country's government, matters of governance. And the central government functions from where? Where does the central government function from, or where does the central government work? In New Delhi. New Delhi is known as National Capital Territory, NCT. NCT means National Capital Territory. What is National Capital Territory of now for our country? That is Delhi. This is the National Capital Territory from which our central government functions. And of course, we have already learned that India is so big a country with 130 crores of population. So, the union government alone cannot look after the welfare of the people of the entire country. Union government alone cannot look after the administration of the whole country and the welfare of its people. Can the union government alone do all these governing matters of 130 crore people? It's not possible. So, India is divided into states and union territories. India is divided into smaller parts called states and union territories. A state government is headed by a governor. He also works on the advice of a council of ministers headed by the chief minister. So, at the state level, the governor performs the functions of the president at the central level, and the council of ministers headed by the chief minister performs the functions of prime minister there at the central level. At the state level, the head of a government is called governor, is known as governor, and the governor rules the state on the advice of the council of ministers headed by a chief minister. Okay, children. And just like the national government or union government or central government functions from the national capital region, Delhi, respective state governments function from their respective capital cities. Every state has a capital city, you know that. What is the capital city of your state? Children, do you know that? If you are in the state of Andhra Pradesh, your capital city is Amravati. If you are in the state of Telangana, your capital city is Hyderabad. If you are in the state of Maharashtra, your capital city is Mumbai. Like that, the state governments function from their respective capital cities. And of course, some territories of our country are directly ruled by the central or union government for administrative convenience. For the convenience of administration, to easily run the administration, some of the territories which are not included in any state, they are called union territories. They are directly controlled or ruled by the central government or the union government. For the administrative convenience, they are made at union territories. There are now 28 states and 8 union territories. Delhi is called the National Capital Territory, NCT. See, recently, the recent happening, just exactly 1 year back, on the 5th of August 2019. 5th of August 2019, the state of Kashmir was divided into 2 union territories. August 5, 2019, the state of Jammu and Kashmir was divided into 2 union territories. In short, they are called UTs. Namely, Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. Now, these are the 2 union territories formed out of the state of Jammu and Kashmir. So, children, you have to remember Jammu and Kashmir is not a state now, not a full-fledged state. Jammu and Kashmir was divided into 2 union territories on 5th August 2019 by the central government. Those 2 union territories, new union territories are Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. Okay, children. And so this recent happening, you can see the map of India there in the textbook. At the top you can see Jammu and Kashmir, which is not a state now. It is divided into 2 different union territories called Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. And the names of the states and their capital cities are given there. In the table given page number 31. And also in the next page you can see the union territories, name of the union territories and capital city also. Let us see, children. Andhra Pradesh, the capital city is Amravati. Arunachal Pradesh, it is Itanagar. Assam, it is Dispur. Bihar, Patna. Chhattisgarh, Raipur. Goa, capital city is Panaji. Gujarat, capital city is Gandhinagar. Haryana, capital city is Chandigarh. Himachal Pradesh, capital city is Shimla. Jammu and Kashmir. Now 2 different union territories. Jharkhand, capital city is Ranchi. Karnataka, capital city is Bangalore. Kerala, capital city is Thiruvananthapuram. Madhya Pradesh, capital city is Bhopal. Maharashtra, capital city is Mumbai. Manipur, capital city is Imphal. Meghalaya, capital city is Shillong. Mizoram, Aizawl. Nagaland, Kohima. Odisha, Bhubaneswar. Punjab, Chandigarh. Rajasthan, Jaipur. Sikkim, Gangtok. Tamil Nadu, Chennai. Telangana, Hyderabad. Tripura, Agartala. Uttar Pradesh, Lucknow. Uttarakhand, Dehradun. West Bengal or Paschim Banga, it is Kolkata. So you can see that, children, 2 states, Haryana and Punjab, have got only 1 capital city together, that is Chandigarh. Chandigarh is in fact a union territory. You can see the names of union territories and their capital cities in page number 32. Andaman and Nicobar Islands, the capital city is Port Blair. Chandigarh is a union territory. The capital city is itself is a union territory there. And in fact, Chandigarh is the capital city of 2 different states, Punjab and Haryana. Third one is Dadra and Nagar Haveli. The capital city is Silvassa. Fourth one, Daman and Diu. The capital city is Daman. Fifth one, Lakshadweep Islands. The capital city is Kavaratti. Sixth one, Pondicherry. Capital city is Pondicherry itself. Seventh, Delhi. Capital city, National Capital Territory. And eighth one is Jammu and Kashmir, and ninth one is Ladakh. So there are now 2 more union territories added to the list, whereas the states are reduced by 1. Jammu and Kashmir state is divested of its statehood by the central government on the 5th of August 2019. With that, we come to the end of the lesson, children. The key for all these exercises and task for summative assessment, formative assessment will be given, sent through you to WhatsApp. Thank you.